Okay.
Is that video?
Yeah, it's on video. Okay, so this is what we were kind of concluding about what exactly is happening at this time when God created everything, and in Genesis, in the Bible, and everything. Okay, we wrote down what our thoughts about this was. Okay, it says, I don't think people who are not saved go directly to hell after death. This would mean that God allows His people, His creation, His love, who did not accept Christ to burn eternally and suffer forever. I believe that God is kinder than this and would allow them to die the second death, where they die spiritually and are no longer in existence. Since God is love, He loves everyone, regardless of how they feel about Him or whatever. He would not allow His children to suffer forever. And I think that God intentionally put dinosaur bones, this has to do with what we're talking about, etc., in the earth and made them age simply to test our faith. I do not believe dinosaurs ever truly lived, because if they had, Adam and Eve would have been killed, but later on we'll explain this by them, and we would not exist or would have. Aliens, if they do exist, or even if they did, it also is a test of our faith. God tests us because He wants us to know who will fall for the lies and who will know that it is lies. And that is the Creator and our only reason for being here. Okay, so basically, He created everything in 7 days, and on the 6th day, He created man. And you got to think of this. In the eyes of God, how long is 7 days? Yeah.
It's not like 24 hours, because that's our time today.
Yeah, it's not.
In the eyes of God, one day could be like a blink of an eye for Him. In our time, that could be like thousands of years, hundreds of lifetimes.
Exactly, hundreds of lifetimes, and in those 7 days alone. And on the 6th day, He created man, and He created beast, then man, as it says in Genesis. And referring to Genesis, let's see, Genesis chapter 3, verse 14 through 19. Okay, beasts were on before man, and when man was created, Adam and Eve were created. See, okay, yeah, but before I say anything more about that, okay, in this quote in chapter 3, verse 8, it says, But beloved, do not forget this one thing, that with the Lord His time is not our time. Day is as a 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as 1 day. Sorry for my retardedness. It says, okay, yeah, you understand that, okay? 1,000 years, 1 day. So in 6,000 years, scientists claim that, they have technology that represents dinosaurs living for trillions and millions of years. That's some bull. But in the eyes of God, obviously, if you've read the book in Genesis, and Peter, obviously, just now says 1,000 years is 1 day, through what God put through the Bible for us to understand and contemplate. And anyway, back on Adam and Eve. When Adam places his rebellion, it leads to sin, which means that he placed a curse, which is what it says. Let me go back. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay, therefore, this is death in Adam, life in Christ. Therefore, this is Romans chapter 5, verse 12. Therefore, just as through one man sin entered the world, and death through sin, and thus death spread to all men, because all sinned. Okay. For until the law, sin was in the world, but sin is not imputed where there is no law. Nevertheless, death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over those who had not sinned according to the likeness of transgression of Adam, who is the type of him who was to come. But The free gift is not like the offense. But anyway, sin came from Adam because of what he did. He cursed us, basically, through all of us, which eventually led us to Jesus Christ, which he was put on the cross to save ours, for us. Which, I mean, I can't speak for the Bible or anything. I'm obviously not a Christian scholar or anything, but I'm just saying this is what I've been contemplating this night with me and my stepbrother. My bro, but I'm just, this contemplation is just, it's so great, it should be known. I mean, not many people get upon this, but anyway, okay, so, as I was saying, let's see. Okay. When Adam cursed us, it says, because you have done this, and this is in Genesis chapter 3, verse 14 through 19. So the Lord God said to the serpent, because you have done this, you are cursed more than all cattle, and more than every beast of the field, and on your belly you shall go, and you shall eat dust all the days of your life. Which he's basically talking to Adam, and I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed, and shall bruise your head.
He's talking to the serpent.
Yeah, he's talking to the serpent, that's what I meant. And you shall bruise his heel. To the woman he said, I will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. In pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be for your husband, and shall rule over you. So the husband, sorry ladies, rules over the husband. I'm just saying. Then to Adam he said, because you have heeded the voice of your wife, and have eaten from the tree, because he ate from the tree, which is a huge sin, because obviously God said, do not eat from this tree, which is another sin. He had sinned so much at this beginning of time when man was created at the 6th day. He sinned right then and there. It's like God knew, but this had to happen, which is why Jesus Christ came back for us, which is why we now know why we're saved, because this was meant to happen. It's what was placed. This is why we have Bible. This is why Jesus Christ was here. It's just amazing. I love this. And okay, then to Adam he said, because you have heeded the voice of your wife, of which I commanded you, saying you shall not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for your sake. In toil you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Both thorns and thistles. Sorry, my bad. Not thumbs. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for you. And you shall eat the herb of the field, and the sweat of your face you shall eat bread until you return to the ground. Till you return to the ground where you came. In the ground, like I'm talking, you're dead, you're in the ground. For out of it you were taken, because you were taken the ground. For dust you are, and to dust you shall return. Remember that. It's so insane. Okay. It says, then the Lord God said, behold, the man has become like one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put out his hand and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. Therefore the Lord God sent him out of the Garden of Eden to till the ground from which he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed cherubim at the east of the Garden of Eden, and a flaming sword which turned every way to guard the way to the tree of life. Okay, anyway, basically we've just been contemplating about dinosaurs, and it says that dragons, it says in the Bible.
Hey, why don't you talk about
Okay. It says the Bible. Okay, what did dinosaurs eat exactly? The Bible teaches in Genesis chapter 1, verse 29 through 30, that the original animals and the first humans were commanded to be vegetarian. There were no meat eaters in the original original creation. Furthermore, there was no death. It was an unblemished world with Adam and Eve and animals, including dinosaurs, living in perfect harmony, eating only plants. Which this makes sense why dinosaurs existed, because they only ate plants. Sadly, it did not stay this way for very long. Adam rebelled against his creator, which bringing sin to the world, which caused us to all be cursed, and until the day when Jesus Christ came back is why we are now saved now, why we are, and which is the reason why we are all put to test to really know God. If we do not know God, then what do you know? That is the question. You do not know anything. Satan is real, and God is real. Satan will take you, put chains on you, but God will break those chains, and you need to realize that God is there. Without God, nothing is nothing. With God, everything means everything. So, keep that in mind. Peace out! Yeah! I better